During the Hellenistic era, many philosophers, scientists, poets, and writers all went to new Greek cities in Southwest Asia to get scrolls. The library had many scrolls. It had over 500,000 scrolls. It's too bad none of them really survived.
Wow. This is great that you get all this at Alexandria's library. It has 500,000 scrolls. I can't believe that. That is just great. It is perfect.
During the Hellenistic era, Athens continued to attract the most famous philosophers from the Greek world. The two most important philosophers were Epicurus and Zeno. Epicurus founded a philosophy we know as Epicureanism. Epicureanism taught that the happiness was the goal of life. Now, he thought that being happy was to seek pleasure. Today, the word Epicurean means like the love of physical pleasure, such as like good food at a nice restaurant.
Epicurus!
Hello, great Epicurus!
Today we shall talk about Epicureanism!
Yeah!
To be an Epicurean, you must be happy!
Yeah!
You shall have great food and have fun with your friends!
Yeah! Great food! Happiness!
Yes! Yeah! You are now Epicureans!
Yes, I am!
A Phoenician named Zeno developed Stoicism. It became very popular philosophy in the Hellenistic world. When Zeno came to Athens, he could not afford to rent a lecture hall, so he taught at a building known as the Painted Porch near the city market. Stoicism comes from the Greek word stoa for porch. For Stoics, happiness came from following reason, not emotions, and doing your duty. Today, the word stoic is used to describe someone who is not affected by joy or greed. Unlike Epicureans, Stoics taught people had a duty to serve their city.
And you must do your duty. What are you going to do for your duty? I don't know. You must think of something. You must do your duty to your city. You see, it's the whole point of Stoicism is to do your duty. You have a duty to protect your city and work for it. What are you going to do?
I'm going to line the streets with bathhouses and theaters.
Good.
I have
That's
the money
a good
to
thing.
do it.
That is great. And be an architect and earn more. Now, once your duty is fulfilled, you can truly be happy. Happy.
Yeah!
Now, what are you going to do? Clean my city. All right. Now I think we fully appreciate Stoicism.
Scientists, especially mathematicians and astronomers, made major contributions during the Hellenistic era. Aristarchus, an astronomer from Samos, claimed that the sun was at the center of the universe and not the earth. Many others, astronomers, did not believe him at the time. Eratosthenes was in charge of the library at Alexandria. He concluded that the earth was round. He then used his knowledge of geometry and astronomy to measure Earth's circumference, the distance around Earth. He then concluded, using his measurements, that the Earth equaled 24,675 miles. And actually, his calculations were quite, and I mean very, very accurate. He was within 185 miles of the actual distance. Euclid is probably the most famous Greek mathematician. His best-known book, Elements, describes plane geometry. Plane geometry is a branch of mathematics that shows the relation between lines, angles, points, and planes. Archimedes was another Greek mathematician. He established the science of physics and worked on solid geometry, the study of spheres and cylinders. He also explained the lever and the compound pulley. He used levers to create catapults to defend his city. and it took the Romans 3 years before they could actually take over his city because of the catapults defending it.
Class, we're learning about solid geometry, the study of spheres and cylinders. And they are solid objects, and as I can hold them in my hand, unlike circles just on a sheet of paper. The person who designed solid geometry, his name was Archimedes, and he also figured out the area of a circle, which can be represented as pi, and that is one very long number. And also, he experimented with levers and designed catapults to protect the kingdom, and it actually took 3 years for the Romans to take over the city of Syracuse before, and he used his catapults to defend the city.